We're almost there, ladies. It's just past these trees. Here we are, site 23. Now, you can set your tents up back there on the flat ground and set your chairs up here by the beach. Oh, here, let me help you with that.
It's Ms., not Mrs. Just call me Judy.
Pleased to meet you, Judy.
Oh,
My name-
wow. Look at this view. It's stunning. Wow, this lake is crystal clear. Hey, great choice of campsites this year, Marilyn.
No, isn't it gorgeous? Robert and I discovered this place last year on our road trip, and I thought immediately how perfect it would be for our annual mother-daughter weekend getaway.
Well, if you ladies don't need me for anything else, I'll be on my way. If you do need anything, I'll just be at the campsite down the road.
Oh, thank you for your help. Well, he seems nice. Who is nice? The campsite manager. The who?
The nice man who showed us the campsite, dear. Honestly, Sarah, you really need to stop playing with that phone and pay better attention. I wonder if you look like a boyfriend when you're always looking at that thing.
Yeah, well, I must be part squirrel mom because the only guys who I'm seeming to be attracting are all the nuts.
Oh my God, Sarah. They can't all be nuts. Although, I want to talk. My dating experiences lately have been like looking for a decent parking space in the mall.
What?
The good ones are all taken and the rest are all handicapped.
Oh! You can't say that.
What? Well, it's true. Look at your father.
He wasn't all that bad. You guys just got married way too young and didn't have enough interest to build anything on.
Nice words, Victoria. Very wise words. You and Eddie seem to be getting on very well.
We are. I mean, we have our down days, but we always talk things through and we take time away from work, kids, the stresses of family life, to regenerate. It's why I love our mother-daughter weekend getaways so much. They help me relax. And the family benefits when I get home because I'm so much happier.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, Judy, stop it. It's not like when we were young and first married. Expectations were different then. Sarah, put that phone down. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm checking out online dating sites.
What?
Online dating? My friend Gemma says maybe I'll have better luck finding a boyfriend if I go through an agency.
Online dating? Oh, I'd never use one of those online dating services. I prefer to meet people the old-fashioned way, through alcohol and poor judgment.
Oh, yeah. Great idea, Mom. And, how's that working out for you?
Judy, you're not helping.
Yeah, of course I'm helping. Those sites match you up with people who share your interests. I don't want to go out with a weirdo.
So you're saying you're a weirdo?
No.
Okay, you see, that's my worry too. It's just, I'm not good at meeting guys. I'm too shy, I'm awkward, I make a lousy first impression, and they usually don't want to see me again. And the one that do make me wonder about their judgment and if they are of sound mind.
Oh, honey, you're just trying too hard. Everyone has had bad first date experiences.
Yep, really?
Yes. Well, before I met your father, I dated a few fellows, and many of those dates were complete disasters.
Wait, you dated before Dad?
Yes.
Gosh, Mom, you guys have been married forever. How old are you? Does he know?
I am not that old, thank you very much, and well, I certainly had no trouble getting dates, even if they didn't go well, and, well, of course, your father knows, dear. Your father and I have a very open, loving relationship. That's why we've been married forever, as you put it.
Sorry, Mom. It's just, the whole dating thing scares me. I know what I want, I just don't know how to get it.
Now that I understand. When I was younger and dating, things were so much simpler. You went to school, you graduated, you got a job, you met a guy, you fell in love, you got married, had a family. And you were supposed to love each other through sickness and health. Except on Sundays during football season. My job was to make babies, make sure my husband ate well by cooking him nice meals, and his job was to kill spiders lie to me about how good my cooking was, and tell me I did not look fat in my jeans.
Well, if he was smart.
I hated it, but it worked somehow. Nowadays, you have to be in touch with your spiritual self, eat sushi and all that other mumbo jumbo.
Well, what do you want then, Judy?
Oh, I don't know. I just want to be happy, I guess.
Yeah.
I want what you have with Robert.
Really?
Yeah, someone I can rely on, be friends with, share adventures with. Someone who thinks that I'm more important than a football game on television. You know, dating shouldn't be this difficult at my age, but it is. As far as I'm concerned, dating should be like buying a car. You should be allowed to speak to the previous owner and check out their service records. At least you'd know the pitfalls ahead of time. Yeah.
I suppose.
I want someone who will just make me laugh, but not laugh at me. And I want someone who isn't a creep.
Well, then you need to learn to internet stalk your dates then, Sarah, if you're meeting that many creeps. Google is your friend.
You know, I agree. There are too many creeps out there. You know, when I see lovers' names carved into trees, most people think it's cute. I just think it's kind of strange that people feel the need to take a knife on a date.
And I thought I was weird. Hey, enough of this date stuff. Let's go back and put our tents up, have some dinner, then we can come back and sit in our chairs here on the beach. Looks like we might catch the sunset over those hills.
Sounds great. I'm famished.
What a beautiful night.
Yeah.
It's so peaceful here.
Good evening, ladies. How's everyone settling in?
Oh, well, fine. Thank you. You know, I don't think we were properly introduced before. My name is Marilyn. This is my daughter, Sarah. This is my friend Judy and her daughter, Victoria.
Hi.
And you are?
My name is Charles Johnson, but everybody calls me Chuck.
It's really nice to meet you, Chuck.
Well, the pleasure is mine.
Are you married, Chuck?
Victoria and Thomas, don't be so rude.
What? It's a simple question.
You shouldn't go poking around other people's private lives, unless they say it's okay.
It's okay, honestly, Judy, I don't mind. It's been a long time since anybody's poked around in my private life. And I was married, Victoria, but I'm a widower now.
Oh, I'm sorry. How did she die?
And she died of cancer.
Oh,
Oh.
I am sorry.
It's okay, it was a long time ago.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Sarah!
What? We're so sorry, Chuck.
Yes, it seems like both of our daughters have lost their manners.
I don't mind, seriously, it's okay. It's nice to have someone to chat to. It gets kind of lonely working up here sometimes. And to answer your question, Sarah, no, I don't have a girlfriend. Not many women want to date an old-timer like me.
Old timer. But you don't look that old.
Well, I'm getting up there. I'm going to be 59 on my next birthday.
So you're about the same age as my dad then.
Oh, yeah? So, since we're all getting so friendly, how about you ladies? You married? Have boyfriends?
I'm happily married with 2 kids. My mom is divorced and single.
My mom and dad are still married, but I don't have a boyfriend. I haven't had much luck with dating.
You not have much luck with dating? A pretty young girl like you? How come?
Because I'm a big awkward klutz that says the wrong things.
Oh, I'll bet it's not all that bad. I mean, we've all had our share of bad dates. I know I certainly have. The last blind date I had that my friend set me up with, I spent the entire evening talking to this stranger about her reptile hoarding proclivities and sleeping with snakes.
Ooh.
Filthy.
Made me seriously think that giving up all my worldly possessions and becoming a celibate monk who wears a yak hair shirt and lives in the mountains is a good idea.
I guess you don't get to meet too many single women up here in the mountains then.
Oh, I don't live up here all the time. I just come up during the summer to help manage the site for the local natives. I live in town the rest of the time.
Oh. Well, why blind dates then, Chuck? Surely there must be women in town that you could meet on your own.
Yeah, there probably are, but truth be told, I'm rather shy about talking to women, especially when it comes to asking them out on dates. So, Sarah, what's your worst dating experience?
I've had so many, it's hard to pick just one. My last one, that was really embarrassing. I met this guy and he asked me to dinner. And we went to this really nice restaurant, but when our meal arrived, I began to sneeze and a huge booger bubble came out of my nose and it would not go away.
Oh, dear.
I tried to breathe it back in, but my nose started whistling, so I grabbed my purse, covered my face, and ran out of there.
Oh, honey.
I haven't talked to him since then. He did try calling me a couple of times, but I'm just too embarrassed to talk to him.
Ouch, that is embarrassing.
Thanks.
My first date was embarrassing. You might remember this one, Mom. This guy in my class had invited me to a movie, and so Mom drove us and dropped us off. It ended a little bit sooner than we thought, so we waited outside, and while we were waiting, he made a move to kiss me. Next thing I know, he's all over me, like saliva everywhere, like one of those St. Bernard rescue dogs. And just then, Mom pulls up and yells out the window, "First kiss! Right on!" I was mortified.
Oh, Judy, you didn't.
Oh my God, I'd forgotten all about that. Saliva sand.
Oh. Judy, I think your sense of humor is a contributing factor to your dating issues.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's pretty funny. It reminds me of the sort of thing I used to do to my boys when they were younger. It toughens them up.
Oh yeah, my mom sure toughened me up all right, but at the time I was traumatized.
Well, I never got wined or dined or taken out on a movie date. I think men just assumed that because I liked the outdoors, I wasn't into that kind of thing. My last date asked me over so he could cook me a 7-course meal. I thought, wow, that'll be a first. I was really excited. So I arrived at his place and I asked him what was for dinner, and he said a hot dog and a 6-pack of beer.
Oh.
Oh, Judy.
I was really disappointed.
Oh, and how? Well, you know, my first real relationship started out okay, but it didn't end so well. I was working in the library at the college back then, and, well, he couldn't afford a ring, and he wasn't an athlete, so he couldn't pin me, but he really wanted me to be his girl. So he came into the library one spring morning, and he just started rummaging around in my desk. I asked him what he was looking for, and without a word, he grabbed one of the book stamps I used to identify reference books. He turned around, and right then and there, he asked me to be his girl. And when I said yes, he stamped the back of my hand with the not for circulation stamp. But unfortunately, he kept himself in circulation with almost every girl in my class.
Ooh.
See, guys are just jerks.
Hey.
Sorry, Chuck. Have any of you ever had a blind date that was so bad you were trying anything to get out of it?
Oh yeah, quite a few. At first I used to just try and talk to them and tell them things weren't working out, but some of them were so thick, they just didn't get it. So I've had to do things like lick my plate, offer to lick his, eat with my mouth full, drool excessively, pick a fight with the people at the table next to me. I even blew my nose on my date's sleeve twice.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Judy.
I've had guys do that to me.
Oh.
So pathetic.
Oh, honey, you're not pathetic. No, you're just dating the wrong guys. There's somebody out there for you, I'm sure. Maybe try doing something nice for yourself, like change your perfume.
Maybe I should give that a try, as the scent of desperation is obviously not working.
Oh.
Even my iPod hates me. When I work out, all the ghosts of my failed relationships speak to me through iTunes Shuffle.
Sarah, relationships are mostly just apologizing for saying something funny. You need to let your humor show more and learn to laugh at yourself. Laughter is a great first step to love.
Well, if I was actually funny, that could work. I filled out my dating profile online, and even that said I was boring.
Oh, I doubt it.
Maybe this will help cheer you up, Sarah. About 35 years ago, I had this dog named Chester. I was taking him out for a walk one day, and he kept pulling behind me. So I looked behind me to see what was going on. And there's Chester with his snout fully buried in this lady's crotch. I was just so embarrassed I wanted to crawl in the hole and die. She says to me, "What's with your dog?" And the only thing I can think of to say is, "Chester must think you smell good." I got so embarrassed, I just ran away.
That is embarrassing. But how is that going to check out?
Well, about 2 weeks later, I ran into that lady again at the grocery store. I was in the fruit aisle squeezing the peaches, and she comes up to me and says, "I know your dog's name, but I don't know yours." Wow. I dropped the peaches on her new shoes, made a big mess, and got even more embarrassed. And I mumbled, "Charles." About a year later, we got married, and the rest is history.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah. So my point is, Sarah, that you don't know when love is going to strike. Falling in love is just a matter of finding someone who's just as weird as you are, someone you can have a laugh with. Just because you get embarrassed, don't run away. You might find that the guy that you had the booger bubble with could be your future husband someday. Well, it's been a pleasure, ladies, but it's time for me to close the camp down for the night. So, good night, Sarah. Good night, Marilyn. Good night, Victoria. And good night, Judy. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Good
Hi, Chuck.
Oh, good night, Chuck.
Good night.
Oh, there you are. Your mom is making breakfast. Are you coming to eat?
Sarah, what did you think about Chuck?
Who? The campsite guy?
Yeah.
He's kind of sweet, but too old for me, though.
I wasn't thinking for you, Sarah. I was thinking you might be a good match for my mom.
Your mom?
You gotta wait the whole campsite.
Sorry.
Yes, my mom. Yours is already married.
Duh.
I was thinking they might be a perfect match.
I suppose they'd be okay. Yeah. Well, I'm going back to eat breakfast. Are you coming?
No, I'm not hungry. I had an apple when I woke up.
Okay, suit yourself.
The lake looks so nice today.
Morning, Victoria. Did you sleep well?
Where did you come from?
Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I like to make a round of the campsite in the morning just to make sure there was no trouble during the night.
Trouble?
Yeah, sometimes we have issues with bears.
Oh. Hey, Chuck. Can I
Yeah,
ask you a question?
sure thing.
So, I was thinking about our conversations last night, and I don't think you're asking the right woman out on a date.
Well, finding the right woman isn't that easy sometimes, Victoria. Buying a used car is a lot easier. At least then you can check with the previous owners.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Good morning, Chuck.
Oh, good morning.
Did you have any breakfast? We've got plenty left since Victoria didn't eat any.
Oh, yes, I did. Thanks. Fresh coffee, oatmeal with fresh fruit. Best way to start the day.
Hey, that's what we had.
Oh, yeah?
Judy always makes great oatmeal on
Yeah.
camera.
Judy always does what?
Makes great oatmeal. Chuck was just telling us that that's his favorite breakfast.
Well, one of them anyway.
So, what does every mom want to do today?
Well, you know, I think that a hike around the lake would be perfect. It's such a beautiful day, and maybe we'll meet some nice young campers.
Mom, stop it. I like Chuck's idea from last night. I'm going to become a monk.
You're a bit young to be jumping to that conclusion, Sarah. And besides, monks are all men. Hey, I have some trail maps back at the campsite if anybody wants to come and pick one up.
Ooh, great idea, Chuck. Mom, why don't you go with Chuck and get the trail maps, and Sarah and I can do the washing up.
Hey, stop volunteering.
Okay, I'll go get the map. Not going to turn down a volunteer for dishes. So, do we have to go far?
No, it's not very far at all.
Victoria and Thomas, what are you up to?
Nothing. Maybe a little matchmaking.
Victoria, I think that your mother's perfectly capable of finding her own dates.
I don't know, Mom. She seems like she's having just as much trouble as I am. She's been through a lot of man-me-downs.
Man-me-downs.
Yeah, man-me-downs. You know, men who are passed on from one woman to another after multiple failed attempts at romance.
Oh, good heavens.
Good one. Good one. I'm just trying to help my mom find some happiness. She deserves it. She doesn't know what it's like to just look at someone and smile for no reason.
Well, of course she does, dear. I just don't think that she would appreciate you interfering. Let's just let nature take its course, okay? Now, let's go get those dishes done. They're not going to be done by elves, so let's go.
All right.
Let's go.
Wow. I didn't realize how big this campground is.
Yeah.
It's really big. What are all these huge stumps from?
Well, Sailor's Lake is a historical piece of land within the traditional Quantum people's territory, and it has a lot of historical significance in these stumps. They're the result of harvesting a bunch of red cedars from the Mission area, some of them over 125 years ago.
Wow.
You can still see the original spring cuts in some of them. Yeah, the land is protected by the Kwantlen people and by the Crown now.
Oh, I'm glad about that. I
Yeah.
hate to see anything with historical value wiped away.
Yeah, me too.
So, you live in town normally?
Yeah, I run a mechanic shop out of my garage. Keeps me busy.
I live in town too.
Yeah.
Funny how long I've lived here, and I didn't even know this place even existed.
Yeah, sometimes the best things in life are right under our noses and we don't see them for looking at them.
Well, there you two are. How long does it take to get a map?
Chuck was just showing me around the campground and explaining the history of this place.
Oh,
Did you know this campground has historical significance?
So, do you like history, Chuck?
Well, yeah, like I said, I'm an old timer and I kind of see myself as living history.
Oh my god, Okay, so I got a call from the guy that I had the booger bubble with, but I didn't realize it was him because if I had, I wouldn't have answered the phone.
okay.
But I didn't realize it was him, so I answered the phone, and guess what?
What?
He wants to see me again.
No way.
Yeah. I of course said, "Why have you been drinking?" And he laughed and said, "No, you're just funny and you seem like the kind of girl I can be myself with. I want to read the reason you look down at your phone and smile and then walk into a pool." Is that not the most romantic thing you've ever heard? Oh.
Oh, honey.
Oh. Do we have to go on a hike? It's getting so warm out here and they're swimming on the lake by the dock. Please, can we go for a swim? Yeah, you know what? A swim sounds like a great idea. Let's race back to camp. We'll grab our towels and you can tell me all about Booger Boy.
I must admit, it does sound tempting just to sit on the edge of the dock and dabble my feet. What do you say, Judy? Do you want to dabble your feet? I think the water's warm.
Well, actually, I was really looking forward to a hike around the lake.
Were you?
Hey, I could go with you if you like, Judy. I've got some time between my chores around the camp, and if you like, you know, you shouldn't be going hiking without all the bears around here anyway.
Right, bears.
Oh, right. Okay. Sure.
Okay, great. I'll go get some water and a map.
Thanks.
Well. It looks like you found yourself a good used car.
Except I can hardly check in with the previous owner now, can I?
Judy.
You know, I think if I was smart, I'd just date myself.
Well, you can't do that, Judy. You're just going to have to trust your instincts.
Yeah, well, they haven't done me any favors at any time in my life. You know, it's hard to trust yourself when every decision you make about dating turns out to be a disaster. Anytime I think something's going to turn out fine, never does.
Judy, you're just being too hard on yourself.
I just want someone who can handle my weirdness, sarcasm, stupid jokes, and tendency to laugh at everything. Someone who just wants to sit and hold hands and do stuff outdoors. I don't know if there's anyone out there like that for me.
Judy, some things just have to be taken on faith. Maybe you just should give it a try. Ask the man out already.
Marilyn, if I was meant to be controlled, I would have come with a remote.
Sorry.
You know, I'm just scared that he'll get bored of me.
Well, I can understand that. You know, I may have been married a long time, but I still have doubts.
Really?
Yes. But then I remember why we got together, and they just go away. You just gotta give it a chance. I think you should give it a chance.
Well, oh.
Hi, ready to go?
You know, Judy, you're pretty handy with tools. You might just look under the hood of that car yourself.
Not another word, Marilyn. Not another word.
Sorry.